Okay, so today we're going to dive into a revolution. Something that is completely reshaping how we all make software. We're moving from this world of complex, manual code into something new, a world of simple, intuitive conversations with AI. Let's really get into what this massive shift means for everybody. And let's just kick things off with a huge prediction. This comes from Matt Garman, the CEO of Amazon Web Services. He's saying that in the very near future, the actual act of writing code, it could just become obsolete for most developers. Talk about setting the stage for a dramatic shift. And this number, wow, this really puts the scale of that change into perspective. According to Gartner, a staggering 80% of software developers are going to need to learn new skills by 2027 just to keep up. You see, this isn't just some minor software update. It's a fundamental reset of the entire profession. So what is this new world that's causing such a massive shakeup? Well, the promise here isn't just about making coding faster. No, it's way bigger than that. It's about making it accessible to pretty much everyone, all powered by this new wave of unbelievably intuitive AI tools that can turn your ideas into actual working reality.
Just imagine this for a second. You've got tools like Lovable, V0 from Vercel, and Replit leading the charge. And what they're promising is that if you have an idea, you can build a fully functioning app just by describing what you want, in plain English. The old barriers to entry, they're just crumbling right before our eyes.
So what do we actually call this new approach? Well, it has a name, and it became so popular it was even a candidate for Word of the Year by the Collins English Dictionary. It's called vibe coding. Let's break down this definition from Wikipedia, because the key detail is right here. The developer accepts the AI-generated code without fully understanding it, and in a lot of cases, without even looking at it. You run it and you see if it works. That's the vibe.
And this is the viral tweet from AI researcher Andrej Karpathy that really started it all. He just perfectly captured the chaotic, kind of intuitive, and surprisingly effective heart of this new method. But you know the key phrase here? The one that sent shockwaves through the whole industry? It mostly works.
Right. But what happens when that vibe and that mostly works mentality runs headfirst into the harsh reality of production software? The stuff that businesses and real customers actually rely on. Well, as you can probably guess, there is a massive catch. This is what Fast Company brilliantly called the vibe coding hangover. And look, this trend isn't just theoretical. It is already having a real, measurable impact on the job market, especially for people who are just starting out their careers in tech. The impact is here, and we can actually see it in the numbers. These numbers from the U.S. Federal Reserve Bank of New York are, well, they're pretty eye-opening. Recent computer science grads are facing a 6.1% unemployment rate. That's way higher than the average for all recent grads, and it's just worlds away from fields like nursing. So why? It's because AI is starting to automate so many of the entry-level tasks that junior developers used to do. And the problems with just relying on vibe coding? Oh, they run deep. You get insecure apps because nobody actually reviewed the code for security holes. You get what some people are calling vibe maintenance, which is the absolute nightmare of trying to fix code that nobody on the team, not even the person who wrote it, actually understands. And on a bigger scale, you get a de-skilling of the workforce and a boom in insecure, unofficial apps popping up all over the place. So here's the crucial point. The industry is getting smarter, and it's moving beyond simple vibe coding. It's moving toward a much more disciplined approach called agentic engineering. Think of it like this. It's the difference between asking an AI to just build me a house versus giving it a detailed blueprint, specifying all the materials, and running safety checks every step of the way. It's about building lasting value, not just a quick result. And this leads us to the most important part of the whole story. This isn't really about AI replacing developers. It's about AI elevating the role. It's changing the entire nature of the job from being a craftsman to being an architect. So the developer's real value is shifting. It's moving away from the mechanical task of just writing code, turning ideas into syntax, and it's moving toward guiding the AI, setting the goals, giving it critical context, and, most importantly, validating the output. The developer is becoming the essential human in the loop. This quote from Rachit Gupta at Tredence, it just nails the new mindset perfectly. The most valuable skills aren't about typing speed or remembering syntax anymore. They're about critical thinking, strategic oversight, and human judgment. All things in AI just can't replicate. Okay, so what does all this mean for you, right now? Whether you're a student, a working developer, or a business leader, let's talk about the playbook.
Here are the key takeaways for navigating this brand new landscape.
All right, let's break it down. If you're a student, you've got to focus on the fundamentals. AI can't just automate. Architecture, systems thinking, security. That's how you prevent those nightmares we talked about. If you're already a developer, you need to master guiding and validating AI output. That's how you go from coder to strategist. And if you're a leader, don't just hand out AI tools and hope for the best. You have to foster real engineering discipline. That's what separates a powerful asset from a total source of chaos. This quote from Jack Madrid really just sums up the new reality. This isn't some force to be afraid of, it's a tool that you absolutely have to learn to master. Your competition isn't the AI, it's going to be other people who are using the AI way more effectively than you are. And that brings us to the final, and I think the most crucial question. The future isn't about being replaced by a machine. It's about whether you are prepared to evolve, to step up, and to lead these incredibly powerful systems with your uniquely human judgment. The tools are here. The real question is, are you ready?